Hey there, Scott Welsh. Welcome to the video. This week we're going to talk about a topic that may be a big game changer for me, and it may be on your mind as well. Three things we're going to talk about today. First, I am on the road this week, so if the sound is slightly different, I apologize. I'm doing my best to record the best sound for you. Three things today. I get a lot of emails on day trading specifically. I talk about a lot of systems in my newsletter and on these videos. A lot of my emails say those are great. What about day trading? What about 5-minute charts? What about 15-minute charts? I get those all the time. Figured it's about time we do a video on that. I think the reason why is that there's a certain allure to day trading. We'll talk about that. And then we need to talk about it. This is a big topic, like I said, in my brain. Is day trading better than long-term trading? Everybody wants me to talk about that. I want to research it. But is it really better? Of course, here's the disclaimer. Don't risk money you can't afford to lose. And these are hypothetical numbers as we talk about, as always in this video. Now, we all crave day trading. Like I said, these are the emails that I get. And recently I asked my email list a few questions on what kind of systems they want me to talk about. And I got various answers, excellent feedback. But a lot of them said, again, those are great. What can we do day trading intraday? They ask if the daily systems, well, can I take those settings and put them on a 60-minute chart, 15-minute chart, and so forth? Which is interesting, right? Because if I present a daily chart with great hypothetical testing or something that I want to trade myself, why would we want to then switch it into a different chart? Does this bother you or give you pause in any way? Because it definitely gets my brain working. We have a system that works, beats the market. It's better than any index fund could ever hope to do ever, right? And that's what the smartest people in the world tell you to do, buy an index fund. Okay, I know it's hypothetical. I know I'm a stranger on the internet, but put that aside. Let's assume that the testing I do is worthwhile, okay? Here comes the system. Daily chart. Works better than an index fund ever could hope to. Why do we want to change it? Why? Why do we care? Is it because we want more trades? Okay, well, that's a topic in itself, right? Well, why? If it trades 10 times a year, almost once a month, why do we need more? Why do we need 1,000? Why? Do we need more action? Do we get into trading not to beat index funds, not to change our lives financially forever, not to alter the history of our family tree with money? We get into it just to see trade. Is it a slot machine? Is it? That worries me. Or do we want more money because we think that, if we have more trades, we'll have more money, right? Is that really what we want to do with these day trading charts? I didn't get into this to sit around, right? If you tell someone I'm a trader for a living, well, first of all, you get that look. But second of all, they said, well, how'd the trading go today? Or if you happen to drop, people ask me what I do, and I say I trade or whatever, and they say, well, how was trading today? Well, what if I didn't take any trades that day? What if I didn't take any trades that month? Would I feel like an idiot? Would you feel like an idiot? These are really important topics about day trading and the allure and the craving for it. Well, here's what I've found in my testing, right? And I trade this stuff for my own money. I want to do as well as possible because I don't talk about stuff unless I trade it, right? I don't give live results clearly unless I trade it, right? Now, I do talk about systems I don't trade, but I also clearly say that this is an idea. This is a trading idea. But I only say that idea because I'm considering, right? So either I'm trading the systems I talk about or I'm considering trading them, okay? Now, I am worried about, okay, I'm gonna trade the system. Is it going to work? Is it going to break? What's it gonna look like a year from now? And people are always worried about this. Traders are always worried. Well, don't curve fit because if you curve fit, it will break. Well, here's what I've found so far. Been testing since 2004, been testing automated systems since 2012. Here's the thing. If the system's going to break, it's going to be the day trading systems more often than not, almost always often than not, right? A daily system is on a big, huge macro level. Chances are, if you don't go crazy with your testing, that's just going to keep working to some extent, right? It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to work. You don't really, if you've done your work with daily systems, of course, it doesn't take that much work because you have less trades and you have less things to worry about, less noise in the market. But it's a day trading system that's going to break. Day trading systems are more slippery, slippage, pun, but also the trends are so temporary that things can change. Even if you test the heck out of it, you're testing little blips on a 15-minute chart. You're testing a couple hours of emotion, and that can change with another news event or as soon as someone talks about something in some country, right? Furthermore, when you get all these trades on a day trading chart, you're going to want to tweak it. Wow, this little, if I change this input, right? Because you get such dramatic changes in testing on a day trading chart, you are tempted to do so. Whereas a daily chart, use a 100-period simple moving average, try using a 90-period simple moving average. Like it doesn't change that much. Like you're not tempted. And when you're tempted, you're going to curve fit, you're going to get a little too fine, and then that's not going to work on the market that happens tomorrow, right? Or simply the markets dramatically change. You see an anomaly that happens at noon every day, boom, for a couple years, then all of a sudden that just stops. The January effect, stocks always do X in January, and then all of a sudden it doesn't anymore. Political climate, financial climate, whatever. It's a day trading short-term methodology that's going to break. So why do we want that? If we have the results on a big chart, why do we want a small chart? Specifically because that's the one that breaks. Why would we want it? Well, is it the attraction of, listen, I'm trading for a living, which is just a weight on every trader's shoulders. I'm doing it for a living. So I need to work every day. I need to get to work every day. And that's fine if you do, especially if you're a discretionary trader. That's fine. There's something about that. Trade, 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 trade. If you have a system, get in the market. If that's your system to get in the market, then of course you have to be there. But if your system is not every day, why do we want it to trade every day? You see what I'm saying? More is not always better. If I'm testing a system and it starts to look good, guess what makes it look better? Less trading. Almost always. If I try to add trades, 99.9% of the time, it gets worse. That's what I found. It's not an opinion. It's what I found. It's what the numbers say. So I understand on a day trading chart, I trade day trading charts, right? Full disclosure, okay? In the end, it looks like a day trading chart can potentially make more money if everything goes as planned. A day trading chart on paper looks like it can make more than a daily chart. But it is a risky thing to extrapolate because a day trading chart means you need that 10 pips. You need those 10 ticks. You need those 10 cents, whatever it is. It has to be 10. If your testing says it's 10 and it's not, and you start losing a pip every trade far out into the future, guess which one wins now? The daily system. Because the slippage on daily system almost doesn't matter, right? Let's look at it as an example. I trade a system called the Heron. 2019, it's been on a 15-minute chart. On a daily chart, it's been awesome. Results-wise, it's only traded a couple of times, right? A handful of times. My day trading chart is traded quite a bit. The daily chart is traded but the daily chart has won its trades and gotten big wins. The day trading chart up, down, stays in the middle. Very frustrating, okay? Let's look at the numbers though, right? Now, I've talked about this daily Heron chart for free. Talked about it in my free newsletter, talked about it for free on these videos, okay? Let's look at a trading report since 2012. And we're trading 1.4 lots. This is a Forex chart, okay? Here's the euro dollar, and there's the report. And sorry if these are bad, right? Total net profit, if it's hard to see, 34,000-ish with a max drawdown of $7,100, which was only 20% at the time it happened, but potentially on a $10,000 account, that could be a big drawdown. I get it. 34K profit, 7K of drawdown, okay? Not bad, right? I do trade this chart live. It has done well in 2019 so far. One of the best things I trade. Doesn't trade a lot. It's a daily chart, okay? Now, oops, I went backwards. Let's go to the 15-minute Heron chart, okay? Here's the euro dollar. Remember, we just did daily. I took those settings and put them on a 15-minute chart. And here's the equity curve. We started at 20,000 and 15-minute chart, ground it down until the account went to zero. 24 hours a day on the daily chart, 24 hours a day on a 15-minute chart. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Now you can say, well, sure, you have to re-optimize, but then we get into the very problem I just talked about earlier, and that is we have to optimize the heck out of it to get this to be consistent. If you just let a day trading chart run with the same settings, you get your account gone. Like you're almost never in profit. This is what I mean. 15-minute trends are temporary. They're bulldozed so easily. Whereas the other one made 34K with a drawdown that hopefully we can handle. This lost everything. I mean, that's what we want. When I started in trading, guess what I wanted? I asked the same question. Day trading chart, okay? Why? This is what we want. This is what we came to trading for, to see our account ground down to zero, okay? You put the same settings. Take a daily chart, test it a little bit, any system you want. And then put that on, if you're talking about Forex, all the currency pairs. Just put the same settings, no testing. Guess what happens, right? You put it on a bunch of currency pairs and a handful or more will be profitable with no testing. It will work across the range very nicely. Now, what I've found is you put the same, so you do a 15-minute chart, you do all the testing you want, you put it on a bunch, same settings, same section of the day, same, whether the London period or the New York Open or whatever in Forex, or just maybe from noon to 2 on a day trading stock or futures chart, whatever. Take those settings, whatever you found, and put it on a bunch. Almost all of them will lose. This is what I found. I'm not making this up, okay? You go from excellent on one currency pair or one instrument to absolutely does not work, okay? And the only way to fix this in a day trading genre is hundreds of hours, literally. That's what I've spent trying to get day trading charts. Testing, 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 then run it forward and tweak it. And testing, 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 testing. It is incredibly hard work, which I love to do, but it's so many hours. That's the only way out. Remember, take a daily chart, just slop it on something else. If you've done even a decent amount job of testing it and picking just middle of the road parameters, it'll work on other stuff. What do trend followers, people trading hundreds of millions of dollars, you know what they do? They take their trend following settings and just put it on everything. That's it. That's their research. I found something that works in a trend following and it makes sense in a trend following environment. I just put it on everything. Didn't even test it, right? On daily, weekly charts, you can do that. Now, let's compare though. This is the pound dollar 15-minute Heron. I've been trading this now almost a couple years, okay? The testing over the same amount of time, same lots, 24,000 less 3.5K drawdown, which is also less, right? But they're comparable. You see what I'm saying? Pretty similar. Maybe you can make the argument here that the return on the account or the profit divided by max drawdown ratio is a little bit better here, right? So, day trading wins again, right? But ask yourself this, and this is the bottom line. Which one of these is going to break? The day trading one that had to test and test and test to get to a consistent way of trading? Or the daily chart, which trades whatever, right? Which one is more robust, I guess is the best way to put it? The one that you just kind of put on a bunch of things, or the one that you tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak? Which one is going to be curve fit? Which one might be over optimized? Okay, keep this in mind. Execution matters. If execution breaks down in a day trading chart, that's a problem. Think about this. If you have a day trading chart that goes for 10 pips and you slip or spread, whatever, and you lose a pip every time, you lose 10% of your profit every time. So that $24,000 number, if you keep slipping and slipping and slipping and get spread widen, 10% a trade over every trade, over thousands of trades, do I need to connect the dots? That's a lot less money. What if we still get a slip of 1 pip on a daily chart that goes for 100 pips? You know what 1 pip out of 100 pips is? It's 1%. You miss 1% on a handful of trades, you're pretty much going to end up where you thought you were. You miss 10%, 10%. You see where I'm going? So I ask the question again. Why do we, you and me, because it's me included, why do we love it so much? If it's because it produces more money on paper, this is the biggest thing I'm worrying about right now all the time. Execution. These day trading systems have to execute, or this paper number is not going to be there. It still might be good, but it's not going to be what we think. If it's the money, there's an argument now, a serious one, for going to a daily chart, okay? But if it's the action, then I see your point. If you're only in it for the action, if you only want to see trades, whether you win or lose, then really day trading charts, that's the place to be. So we all need to think about it. I know I am. All right, there's your latest updates. Lifetime memberships are back. Become a member by going there. Join the newsletter by going there. That's all for this week. Again, sorry if the sound was different. I love being here, so I was not going to miss it just because I'm out of town. See you next week. Feel free to email me or comment with any questions. Bye for now.